Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about the insulators and types of insulators. Before going to discuss about this, let me define what is an insulator. An insulator is the one which does not allow the flow of charge to pass through it, and it is mainly placed between the tower and conductor in case of a overhead transmission line. It is mainly used for the purpose of having a safety for humans and also the animals which are traveling on a earth, which are having a movement on the earth. Coming to the next slide, which discuss about the table of content, that is what are the topics we are going to discuss regarding the insulators and types, what are the different types of failures we have due to the, and what are the applications, and what are the properties, and what are the testing of an insulators we are going to discuss in this presentation. The first thing is regarding introduction, second thing is regarding types of insulator, third is regarding properties of insulator, fourth is regarding testing of insulator, fifth is regarding cause of insulation failure, and the sixth is regarding applications of insulators. Now coming to the first slide, in this we are going to have an introduction regarding insulator. So insulators are the most commonly used devices which are mainly used to provide safety. Not only safety, it is also used to mainly used to provide safety, that is it is used to prevent the leakage current to flow from conductor to the earth. And the most commonly used materials for making an insulator are wood, glass and plastic. Wood, glass and plastic. Nowadays we are using an insulator which is made up of a porcelain, which is taken as a mixture of different alloys, and the insulator is mainly placed between a tower and a conductor in order to avoid the leakage current to flow from the conductor to the earth directly. Coming to the next slide, in this slide we are going to discuss about the types of insulators, and the classification of insulators here mainly based upon the level of operating voltage. So that is, for one level of voltage you need to use one insulator, for other level of voltages you need to use other insulators. Suppose if there is a pin type insulator, it can be used only up to 33 kV, it cannot be used beyond the level of 33 kV. So in this manner, based upon the operating voltage, the insulators has been classified into different types. In that, the first one is pin type insulator, second one is suspension type insulator, third one is strain type insulator, fourth one is stay type insulator, and the fifth one is shackle type insulator. Fifth one is shackle type insulator. Now we will move into the discussion. The first type of insulator is pin type insulator. This type of insulators is used both for the transmission and distribution of electric power. This type of insulator is mainly used for both transmission and distribution of electric power for voltages up to only 33 kV. Up to 33 kV. It cannot be used beyond the operating voltage of 33 kV because it becomes uneconomical. The operation of this insulator beyond 33 kilovolts become uh, uneconomical, and also because of this the efficiency of that particular line also decreases. And the common material which is used for making this particular pin type insulator is that we will use porcelain and also glass. Now this is the slide which gives you the diagrammatic representation of a pin type insulator, where the pin type insulator consists of a groove or a hook present on the top of it, which is used to place the conductor in it, and the other end of that a particular pin type insulator is connected to the cross arm of a tower, connected to the cross arm of a tower. And this is the structure of a pin type insulator. The main thing what you need to know about pin type insulator is it can be operated up to 33 kilovolts, up to 33 kilovolts. Beyond that, the operation becomes uneconomical. Coming to the next type of insulator, that is suspension type insulator. This type of insulator which can be used both for transmission and also for the purpose of distribution. It consists of a disk, number of disks connected in series, where the capacity of each disk is only 11 kilovolts. 11 kilovolts. Suppose if I want to use the suspension type insulators for 66 kV, I need to use 6 discs where the disc should be connected in series. So hence the suspension type insulator can also be called as a disc type insulator or string type insulator. String type insulators. When compared with the pin type insulator, the suspension type insulators will provide greater flexibility to the line. Now coming to the next slide, here I am going to represent the picture of that suspension type insulator where the conductor is placed below the insulator. And the top of the insulator is connected to the supporting arm of the tower or cross arm of the tower. And these are the discs here we connected 3 discs in series, hence it is used for a 33 kV. Coming to the next type of insulator, that is strain type insulator. These are the insulator which are used to place at the dead end or the sharp curves of a particular line. Dead end of the line or else the sharp curves which are present at the end of the line. In this case, 2 or more strings are connected in parallel. It is mainly designed for low voltage, that is 11 kV. This type of insulators are mechanically very strong, and these are the insulators which are also made up of a porcelain. This is the structural representation of a strain type insulator which are placed in a horizontal manner. One end is connected to the tower and the other end we are taking a conductor which is used to carry some amount of current. The main thing you need to know about this type of insulator is it is placed only at the dead end of the line. Coming to the next type, stay type insulator. These are the types of insulators which should be placed in such a way that the height of the insulator should be greater than 3 meters from the ground, and it is also made up of a porcelain, and it is used for the low voltage line nearly about 33 kV. This is the structure of a stay type insulator. Coming to the next one, shackle type insulator. These are the insulators which are directly connected to the pole with the help of a bolt. There is no need of any cross arm for the tower for this type of insulators, and this can be placed either in a horizontal manner or else they can be placed in a vertical manner. The conductor in the groove is fixed with a soft binding wire, and it is mostly used for the purpose of distribution of electrical power. And this is the representation of a shackle type insulator. There is a groove which is present between that insulator which is used to carry the conductor. Coming to the next thing, properties of insulator. That is, if I want to use an insulator, first I need to have some properties of insulator. That is how that insulator should be made up of and what are the properties we need to follow. The insulator should have a high mechanical strength is the first property. It should have high dielectric strength. It should have high insulation resistance, high relative permeability, and it should be free from the environmental condition and also atmospheric conditions and also the internal impurities. These are the properties which we need to follow when you are going to make an insulator. Coming to the next one, testing an insulator. So the testing of insulator will play a major role. That is, before going to use an insulator for functioning between a tower and conductor, first we need to test the insulator. And then the first thing is nothing but a mechanical strength test. Next one is insulation test, polarity test, porosity test, corona test, temperature test, puncture voltage test, and also the environment test. These are all the tests which need to be performed on a insulator before going to use that insulator for different level of voltages. Coming to the next slide, causes of insulation failure. So there may be a chance of having a failure of insulation sometimes due to the use of a porcelain heavily on one side and less on other side, or else due to the position of disc in a different manner, or else due to some other environmental conditions like temperature or else humidity or cold and heat. There may be a chance of having a expansion of insulator. So due to that, there may be a chance of having a causes of insulation failure. The first thing is regarding flashover, second one is cracking of insulator, third one is porosity of material, fourth one is short circuit, and fifth one is mechanical stress. Flashover. Flashover is the most common insulation failure. The flashover is mainly due to the use of porcelain, mainly due to the unequal expansion of porcelain on a particular disc. Unequal expansion of a porcelain on a particular disc. Second one is cracking of insulation. The cracking of insulation is nothing but which also leads to a causes of insulation failure due to the improper use of a steel, porcelain, and uh, cement mixture, which may change the expansion of the insulator due to the variations in the cold and also the heat in case of an environment. And next one is porosity of material. This is mainly due to the absorbed moisture from the atmosphere. Second one is short circuit. Short circuit is nothing but there may be a chance of having a bird sitting on two wires or two conductors which is placed in a transmission line at a time, which will lead to the short circuit, due to which there may be a chance of having an insulation failure. And the third one is mechanical stress, and the last one is mechanical stress. Coming to the next one, applications of insulators. So the in general, the insulators are mainly used for both the transmission and also the distribution of electrical power. The main thing is nothing but it is used to provide safety for human beings and also other animals, and it is also used in many electronic components, electric supply boards. Coming to the conclusion, that is in this presentation we have mainly discussed about the types of insulators which are used for overhead transmission line depending upon the operating voltage, and what are the different causes of having insulation failure, and what are the applications of it, and what are the types of insulators. These are the references where you can find more information or the design of an insulators. In case of Wikipedia and electrical for you, you can find some more bits in case of electrical for you based upon the insulators. Thank you.